Jalen Hurd is one of the most intriguing players in the NFL. His story is incredible, as is his play style, but he remains extremely underrated. This is because he hasn't played much, but once he gets on the field, I'm sure his talent will shine. This is the story of Jalen Hurd. But before we take a look at where Hurd is now, we must first take a look at where he's been. Let's start in high school, where Hurd was a star. He was ranked as a 5-star recruit and the number 3 running back in the 2014 class. He elected to stay in state and attend the University of Tennessee. And with the Vols, Hurd's career got off to a great start. As a true freshman, Hurd appeared in all 13 games, making 9 starts and rushing for nearly 900 yards and 5 touchdowns. As a sophomore, Hurd took his game to the next level. He had to share the backfield with transfer Alvin Kamara, but Hurd still acted as the lead back and produced big time. He ended his second year, rushing for over 1,200 yards and 12 TDs. But as a junior, everything went downhill for Hurd. Kamara started to get featured more in the offense, while young running back John Kelly also started to get carries. Hurd still received his fair share of playing time, but he wasn't quite as productive on the field. He also clearly wasn't happy off the field, so much so that he decided to stop playing and transfer during the middle of the season. When he resurfaced, this time he was playing at Baylor, and as a wide receiver. After sitting out the 2017 season, Hurd spent the 2018 season as the primary receiver for the Baylor Bears. He had 3 games with at least 100 receiving yards, finishing the year with 69 catches for 946 yards and 5 TDs. At the same time, Hurd also handled some rushing duties, running for over 200 yards and 3 TDs. At the conclusion of the season, Hurd was named the Big 12 Newcomer of the Year. This unique college story made Hurd a polarizing draft prospect. In the end, Jalen Hurd was drafted by the San Francisco 49ers in the 3rd round, 67th overall, of the 2019 NFL Draft. And in summer practices last year, Hurd was a star, as he acted as a physical receiver who battled for balls and competed with corners. In limited exhibition game action, he had 3 catches for 31 yards and 2 touchdowns. Yet, unfortunately, Hurd suffered a stress fracture in his back during training camp, cutting his preseason short and preventing him from playing in the regular season at all. But now, Hurd is back healthy, and it's a perfect time to take a look at his game and get excited about what he will be able to produce for the Niners. To begin, we gotta start with the size. Jalen Hurd stands at a legit 6'4" and weighs 226 pounds. He also owns hands that are over 10¼ inches. Hurd has good speed and strength for his position, as he put up 23 reps of 225 pounds at the combine. On the field, Hurd is really talented. He's extremely fluid with good suddenness to his breaks to gain separation and is a solid route runner. Once the ball is in the air, Hurd is a natural hands catcher that can extend and high point the football with ease. They routinely bail out the QB by making super athletic catches. His athleticism is also put on full display when the ball is in his hands after the catch. He thrives in space, setting up blocks and gliding past them. He has enough speed to turn the edge and get up the sideline in a hurry. He also has a field vision to avoid potential tacklers and pick up yards in small spaces. Unsurprisingly, his contact balance from his days as a running back is strong, especially when operating against defensive backs. He flawlessly transitions from receiver to runner, as his size, speed, and strength are all super useful. He's difficult to bring down, as his slippery style makes him a pain to tackle. Overall, Hurd is certainly not the most polished receiver in the world, but it's remarkable to consider how far he's come after only playing 1 season of wideout in college. Despite his lack of experience as a prospect, Hurd is better from a technical perspective than most other wide receivers in his draft class. One would hope that after having a season to learn in the NFL and think deeply about his craft, Hurd would continue to advance from a developmental perspective. And this takes me to my next point. So much of football is about fit, and Jalen Hurd is in the perfect situation. Kyle Shanahan is a brilliant offensive mind that is the king of scheming people open. It doesn't matter who you are, Shanahan will find a way to get you the ball in space, and that is exactly what Jalen Hurd needs. He's not elite when it comes to releasing off the line of scrimmage, and he's not elite when it comes to running routes. Normally, this would be an issue in most schemes, as getting open is the most important thing. But this is not the case for Shanahan's offense. In San Fran, Kyle gets you open. All he's looking for is someone that can make the most of the situation with the ball in their hands. This is why George Kittle and Deebo Samuel have thrived with the Niners. This is also the reason why San Fran took Brandon Ayuk in the first round of the draft this past year. All these players are elite when it comes to yards after the catch. And guess what? Jalen Hurd is in the same category. I'm thrilled for him to get a chance to show his talent, as his running back history will make him a hard player to tackle in the open offense of the 49ers. Hurd also has the tools to be a great conventional wide receiver and will have a chance to prove his ability in that department. Trust me, Jalen Hurd has a unique skill set that makes him a perfect fit for the Bay Area. Don't be surprised if he's a highly productive highlight-making machine next season. But now, I switch it over to you. What are your thoughts on Jalen Hurd? Who do you think is the most interesting player in the NFL? Who's the best wide receiver? Share the video with your friends and feel free to subscribe to the channel. Finally, be sure to like the video if you enjoyed it. That is all for this one. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.